Something on your mind you wanna talk about. Slip in Brandon's tub and talk it out. It's Hot Tubs, Hot Takes. Hot Tubs, Hot Takes.
Welcome to Hot Tub Hot Takes, the Socratic Soaking Symposium. I'm your host, and today we have a guest. Aria, will you pass me the card so I make sure to introduce our guest honorably? Today we are with Tim Martin, a.k.a., which stands for also known as Scüter. Tim, Scüter, welcome to the tub.
Thank you so much for having me here today, you guys. It's honestly my pleasure.
Cool. Well, it's my pleasure, too.
Ooh, nice.
So there's a lot of pleasure in this tub.
I know there's a lot of not clothes in this tub. You know, warm temperatures and friendship.
And lots of skin.
And skin brings us all a little bit closer.
What's been on your mind today?
Let's see. I had a great photo shoot with a friend this morning. I feel like things in my life are coming together, like, you know, been doing a lot of like inner pondering.
So we're going to do some outer pondering today.
Sweet.
I mean, you're going to be doing inner pondering, and then it's going to be expressed in that outer pondering.
Awesome.
Aria, can you pass along I feel like I could talk to Tim about life for a while, but
I'm a very approachable guy.
Yeah, you are. I need the card. Again. So it seems like you came in with with an opinion.
Yeah.
But here in the tub, we call opinions hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
And your hot take today is that when granted the opportunity, human beings should sit down when they pee.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. Granted the opportunity that, so you should sit when you pee.
So you agree with your own statement?
Yes, I agree with my own statement.
I was just the messenger and the conduit of your own words.
No, sure. Yeah, it's like, typically, like, some people have opinions and they don't really stick by them, but I like to think I'm the kind of guy that sticks by it.
Well, let's see if by the end of this discussion you still stick by your own take.
Are you oh, shit.
So give me a 1 minute or so opening statement so that we can get the ball rolling here. We can get the tub bubbling.
6 tubs ago, a man standeth when he pisseth, and such was the strain of his Achilles, to the point where his manhood was questioned. As he looked afar in his wife's car, he remembered the story she told of a time when she pissed and he was standing and felt so very old. That's a limerick that is from the ancient times of men who struggle.
That was elucidating, to be frank. I'd never seen it in those terms.
Yeah, it's been paraphrased throughout the years.
Now, what if,
Okay.
hypothetical, what if a man enters the room to pisseth,
Yes.
and he realizes he's running late
Oh, shit.
for a date
Ooh.
that's about to go real great? And he's in a bit of pickle
Yeah.
because he feels a little tickle.
Mm.
And he needs to make a decision. If he could stand because it would be so grand, or if he should sit and quit.
Oh, shit.
And he realizes that if he doesn't stand, his date might not go so grand because he might be running a bit late, which wouldn't be so great.
So it appears we have two integral schools of thought in this scenario, where there's the tried and true stick to your word type of guy, or there's a situational Jones who is able to,
I know the situational Jones people.
Yeah. So if you're gonna be a situational Jones, I guess my question is that, like, are you being a lukewarm pisser, or is that pee still body temperature when it comes out?
I guess in this case it would be a body temperature.
Yeah. So
I'm talking about the body temperature pee, running late for a date. Think standing is going to be the fastest way in which he will get to that date.
Sure.
Does that person still sit? Because in your hot take, You seem like you're arguing it for it to be
You know,
universal truth.
I say it's a really hard one because
It is hard.
That's like that situation, like you definitely are imperative with your timing, and you want to like make a good impression depending on like if it's like first day or if like things have been going pretty well and you guys are familiar with each other. You want to be with someone that's going to respect your personal space and like understand that time for you on that toilet is like a reflection. It's like a meditation. Like that's the joy behind sitting when you pee, you guys. Like that's what I'm saying. Like shout out to my sister. Actually, I really had a deep heart to heart with her before coming onto the show because I was very nervous and she helped me rack my nerves of how important it is. Like she would do it, granted the opportunity as well.
What's your sister's name?
Her name's Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it up for Hannah.
Yeah. Woo. My favorite part is the stickers, the carvings, the drawings, the phone numbers of where to get, specific like dirty details about Randy or like, who was here last week.
Was this like on the stall or something?
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole scene. It's like a behind the stalls.
So it seems like we're missing out two things that I'm hearing in your statement. One, we're basically not living in the present moment. We're missing out on our meditations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If we don't sit.
Yes.
And number two, we're missing out on a whole subculture of transferable information by not viewing the stall door when we pee.
And it's more of like an archaic, like, sort of initial, like, guttural language that we used to do, when we were, like, carving on caves. It's, like, the same thing. Like, Randy pooped here. Well, Dennis killed a fucking deer over there. And it's, like, the same stuff. Like, we just want our voices to be heard. And it's, like, so accessible now through content and, like, online media. But, like, you take a bathroom stall and that's permanent, especially if it's, like, scratched in there. And you're just like, oh, man, Randy did shit here.
Now, I live...
or sit down when he peed here.
I live in a home that doesn't have a stall door.
Oh.
So I sometimes stand because I have this cabinet that is above the toilet, and I put my carvings into that cabinet. So
in your house,
I prefer to stand when I pee because I can face the cabinet and read about Dennis killing the deer.
Okay, righteous. So situationally, again, I think it all goes back to, being able to be someone of discretion and knowing that sometimes you have to put others or your integrity before your ideals, which becomes a really hard conversation to have for some people.
So you're saying that my overarching ideal should be that I sit when I pee, but when presented with a situational opportunity that seems to trump that overarching principle, that I should stomp on that like shrimp fried rice.
Yeah, shrimp, dude. Definitely. I'm sorry. Did I answer that question?
I mean, you said definitely, so technically you did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, really just wanted to bring it back to the whole situational. You gotta be situational Jones sometimes. But, if you're sort of in that situation where it's like 3 dates along and you guys are pretty comfortable or like, things are going the way it's like supposed to, take that time. You never know when you get it back.
I like to stretch out my hamstrings.
Okay. So I would just recommend, like, sometimes you just sit and, like, stick your legs out while you poop and pee. And that is, like, I just want to stress the mental stretching that takes place.
So would it look kind of like this?
Yeah, and then you tuck.
How wide?
And then you, like, tuck your Jones, and then...
What's my Jones in this case?
Your Jones is your dang.
Do you have to pee right now?
I did when I first got in the tub, but now I don't.
I do need to. Do you think you could, like, I'll sit down on the toilet and then you walk me through just once?
As like an interactive exercise?
Like you just did.
Sure, yeah. If that's like up in the cakes for the team and what we have going on, like, or if we have like an animated diagram afterwards.
Yeah, do you want to? Well, how about you just walk me through it right now?
Okay.
Yeah, walk me through it right
You
now.
walk into the toilet and you see another man. He's at that urinal, so you do what you can. You go inside stall number 1 because that one is the most fun. Usually it's pretty clean because the janitor gets there first. So you grab your paper seat cover and you slap it down. Make sure it's, put a little tinkles from your winkle on there to make sure it sticks in place because it's your stuff that's fine to sit in it. And then you just take your seat and then sort of drop your drawer, of course, and then like you're used to, and you shove them legs out wide and high, and then like a bull rider, you take one hand, tuck your Jones, put your other hand, and let it flow. And it can be up in the sky. It can be carving a word into the stall, talking about how all the deers you killed, and maybe your best friend's number in case people need someone to talk to. And then you just sort of let it drip and drizzle. I think he's peeing in the tub right now. I can't tell because the water's hot.
There you have it. I have been your host. This has been a guest. You've been a viewer. And I just peed in a tub.
Fuck.